Greetings, darklings from across the interweb. It is I, the Duchess Precious Ken of Sounds and Shadows, and with me as always...
P-Tink, what up?
So, lately I've been a little bit obsessed in my stupid downtime with watching Gen Z and millennials doing reaction videos to like old movies from the 80s or old songs. There was one out there of like Phil Collins with these two kids that was just adorable and awesome. It got me thinking, there was a period in music where I've been a elder goth for a long, long time and had my finger very much on the pulse. And then right around mid-2000s, I just kind of gave up on new music. I just stopped. I was like, everything is awful and none of it is what I grew up with, and screw all of this. And then recently, in the last few years, I rediscovered new post-punk, goth, synthwave. That's why you all know this show, is you come here for our reviews and our reactions to it, our interviews. But that whole period, there was some things that I just kind of missed. And one band that always comes up that a lot of people I know swear by and are deeply impacted by, I would almost say rabid with some of the comments that came out, is My Chemical Romance. MCR had a huge emotional impact and connection with people, and I literally have never heard a song of theirs. They just kind of came at that period, especially when I was just... well, I was freaking goth, so this emo stuff, what the hell is that even? Like, they look like goths, but I just don't understand it. And, you know, I listened to some Bright Eyes or some of the things I guess are part of the emo scene, but never this. And so I reached out to some of our followers and my friends to say, if I'm going to listen to My Chemical Romance for the first time and do a reaction video, what songs do I need to hear? So we're going to go through a couple of these right now that you guys chose, and I am my virgin My Chemical Romance ears are going to see it for the first time, and we're going to watch the video and talk about it, and I'm going to try and take in this phenomenon freshly for the first time.
We're going to start out with Welcome to the Black Parade. This is the one that everybody said we needed to listen to.
Yes.
I have heard this song when it came out. The day it came out, I heard it, I think, 23 times that first day. And that was the day I decided, fuck MTV, fuck the radio. I had just gotten Sirius XM, and they had a metal channel. I was too fucking cool for everything in the world at this point in time, which is not true, but I thought I was. And got way into black metal, and before I found out what they were actually saying. Death metal, all of that stuff. So to me, this was also at that bad point where I thought I was better than these mall goth little kids coming out, which was stupid. Thank you, mall goth, for reinvigorating the scene.
God knows we needed it.
We really did, and kept it alive. So I've heard this one when it came out, not since.
Sure.
So I'm excited to see how I feel about it now.
And I'm ready to go in with fresh ears. So without further ado, let's start out with My Chemical Romance, Welcome to the Black Parade.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up...
I'm going to stop right here. I know it's blowing up, but I got to say, I never caught... There's a lot of Queen influence here.
Yeah, like that is really... Or I was even going to say, it kind of hit me the first time I heard like Siamese Dream. Like it just has like that cool marching beat to it. I do think, like, when you talk about emo, the lyrics a lot are reminiscent of, like, a Conor Oberst or a... Yeah. But then again, I fucking love Conor Oberst. I always say that, like, I think of him less as whatever, like, indie pop or something, and more almost like a Leonard Cohen. Like, I always had a lot of respect for that guy. This does have that flavor, and, man...
But there's like this theatrical storytelling.
Yeah, he's got a great voice too.
Yeah, I that is not what I remembered. So
I tell you what, like the drums right off this, and also, like I said, those tiny pinprick keyboard notes to like build the tension of it. This is a beautifully written song. Like I don't know, I'm just putting a toe in so far, but already I gotta say I'm getting it.
Yeah,
we're
gonna keep going, but I was really surprised by. Yeah, a lot of great influence here.
All right,
I'm hearing right off.
let's hit the big smash now.
All right.
Also, this video is dope.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I have heard from people before, and I'll be honest, not the people that were rabid and telling me how much they love this, but usually the people that would like give me the feedback, other elder fucking goths, like, this is shit, it's pop punk. And I hadn't heard that up until I do hear that vibe a little bit here, but I'll tell you the truth, punk rock music I've always had kind of a love-hate relationship with. And most of it is that I just never get into the sloppy dirtiness of a lot of punk. And so if you ask me like what the best punk is, it's stuff like The Clash, The Damned, the people who knew how to play their instruments and really try. Right. Or even, I'll tell you, like a NoFX, you know, right. Like, which, I mean, take a lot of shit to for being posers, you know, but like...
Well, so with this, yeah, left turn, the fuck, out of nowhere, let's go right into pop punk.
Yeah. Well done.
Very well done.
Very staccato, articulated. Yeah.
But also very, like, that whole Epitaph scene where you have the Bad Religion, NoFX, all of those bands, that clean, pristine, well-articulated pop. I mean, it's good pop music.
I think just like any other kind of pop that you talk about, the difference between Christina Aguilera or Madonna, it's fucking soul.
Yeah.
Like, some pop music has soul,
yep,
and some doesn't.
Yeah.
This has soul. Like, I can hear behind it, and he doesn't even come across to me like his voice is whiny. Like, I know that was something, you know, other people would say to me before as he came, and I get that from, say, like a Conor Oberst or something like that, or a Cursive, but, like, I don't find this whiny. I find it, like, clear, piercing Freddie Mercury, like, right up your fucking juxie, dude.
And he's hitting those notes.
Yeah.
I remembered this as whiny, and I'm kicking myself for how I remembered it.
Let's dig deeper.
Well,
I said, goddamn.
All right.
I got some little arm hair standing up.
I am.
Wow.
Quite.
You eat your words, sir. You eat them.
I mean, the fuck out of my words. This is not at all what I heard. So whatever I was thinking, I was wrong. I was wrong. This is amazing.
Yeah. I think that goes to show like how time and where your headspit can color, you know, the music that you hear
and just that entire idea. I think this is that idea of that gatekeeping and that whole I'm too good for this shit.
Yep.
You'll never be as good as what used to be.
Right.
I hate that now.
Sure.
Because I finally understand, and I didn't realize that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Because I was really looking at this not through rose-colored glasses. I was looking at it through poo-colored glasses.
You were looking at it wanting to hate it. And I was too without even bothering to listen.
Yeah.
And so let me tell you another thing about this that just got me right in the feels is I was a fucking band nerd. Like in high school. I was a marching band nerd. I, did like, semi-pro marching. I did, Clarkston marching bands. I was deep in it. We would tour around doing competitions, and there is something about making a smoke show like this kid wear a marching band uniform with the other, and he's not a kid anymore, but at the moment he was, and doing this to make fucking band cool.
Yeah,
it makes me want to go join a marching band. And it had and it also had a lot of flavor of the marching band. I remember there's one part, like 3/4 to the end, where it breaks down, and it was like the first time I heard Rolling Stones, "You Can't Always Get What You Want."
Yeah.
Like, it had that, you heard the whole chorus of the people singing, and it had that like more like a stand-up holding bass drum hit on it. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. And again, like I said, I cannot reiterate how much the Queen influence. Hearing that piercing AC-30 cranked way the fuck up solo was so
Freddie Mercury, and not even just the music, which had a lot of that look,
vibe.
I mean, there is something to say about shooting a good video in the day and what you look like performing live, and whatever it is, that guy has it. I mean, you just look at him, and I mean, the way he moved and the way he, like Freddie Mercury, is like kicking and swinging his microphone around, and I mean, and you wanted to get behind that parade and march behind it. I did. I was ready to like join up arms and march behind that fucking parade. I'm in. MCR, I'm ready.
I mean, we're one song. I think this is their biggest song ever. I understand why. I'm impressed. I gotta say, I am impressed. Well, after listening to this and watching this, because there was a couple of those guitar throws, and I remember, I'm gonna call my cousin out on this. So we were pretty young when this did come out, and he was in a pop punk band at that time, and they were great. And he smashed his headstock on his Gibson SG. He had a Silverburst SG, and the headstock was no longer on it.
Wow.
And I think it was about the time that this came out, and I know it was because he was trying to throw that guitar right around. So
I think we could probably, more than My Chemical Romance, probably blame Pete Townsend for that. But
I agree.
I will make a confession as well. Early Amaranth, like the first incarnation of Amaranth. Now, we never used our actual SG or good guitar, but secret here. Nick used to go out trolling pawn cheap. It's a thing. We would never have more than like $30 that we would spend on it, but the cheapest piece of crap guitar, and he'd get it just enough in tune to play our last song, and then often he would break the crap out of it on stage, and people would get mad because like we'd be playing with like punk bands, and they're like, "You could just throw a guitar, you rich effete assholes," and we were like, "Yeah, we must be," but really it was a $30 guitar, but still.
So if you're an up-and-coming band, the trick with this is you're going to
spend breaking.
Yeah. That's very important.
Good call.
Also, it's never as cool as you think it's going to be.
It isn't. It never breaks the right way.
Like, I remember doing that one time. It was a piece of shit pawn shop guitar.
But sometimes.
Don't do it, kids.
All right, so that's an important safety tip. We're going to keep going with this and listen to some more My Chemical Romance. If you like this video, like and follow the latest interviews and reviews of industrial, goth, heck, maybe now emo. I might start adding some in. Dark wave, synth wave. We are easy folk to talk to, and we love hearing about new music. So everybody keep it dark out there, yo, and we'll see you on the interweb soon.